Nope.
How about now?
Nope.
How about... Oh! Good evening, friends. And welcome to Storytime with Dr. Clavavian. My name is Dr. Clavavian, and this is the very supreme broadcast of honor. I'd like to thank Mike and Higgins from the very supreme broadcast of honor who have donated the space this evening so that I could share with you the stories that need to be shared. From history right down to legend. This evening's story time adventure will be illustrated by myself, Dr. Clavavian, MD. Please welcome Dr. Clavavian. Hello, I am Dr. Clavavian. The stories we're about to embark on were passed down generation to generation through the ages of time and space. Hello to you all, and I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here. This evening's journey is brought to you by my sponsor, Di Serrano Original. 28% alcohol per volume. It's a product of Italy, and it's delicious, and I hope that you will pick some up and enjoy it as well. I'm enjoying some right now. It's warm, and when I smell it, it's vivacious. It's vivacious. It makes me feel warm inside, regardless that it's not actually making me warm. It won't warm me up from a winter's night. But yet, vivacious, yes. Mike and Higgins have generously donated the space to me this evening so that I may pass on these stories which I feel are important. And I hope that you will feel important after watching me illustrate them and tell them to you. Nobody disputes or refutes the facts. They're all here. They're all important. And hopefully you will find the same. You might sleep easier tonight knowing that our story begins in the void. It is an orange place. It's a browny orange place that not many people know about. You see this place when you close your eyes, and you think of a safe place. Nothing in the world is wrong. You're merely floating. Sometimes you need to be in this place to understand exactly what is going on in your life. A browny, orangey place of safety. Coming out of this safety now, you open your eyes to a bright day. And here you know, this day is filled with possibilities. Filled with things unimaginable. Things you wish you could have done years ago, but you didn't do. But you're going to do them now. That's the way this day feels. And for our protagonist, Our protagonist's name is Bill. His full name, he was born William de Cheshire. William de Cheshire. William de Cheshire was a baby. He was small. He had small eyes and a small mouth. He was swaddled in the blankets of his generational past. William de Cheshire was born to Marguerite and Francis de Cheshire. Proud, happy parents. William later would be known as Bill, but while he was William, he had one hair. It was long and curly. William didn't care. He was a baby. This didn't bother him. He didn't really mind about the one hair on top of his head. But his parents, oh my good Lord. Good Lord indeed. Marguerite was sad. Marguerite was very sad about the curly hair on top of William's head. Not happy. Not happy at all. Francis, also not happy. Marguerite cried and 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 cried. And Francis cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. They cried out of both eyes, as a matter of fact. Both eyes. William was a good baby. And by the time he was 1 year old, he left his parents. He left his parents. He left his parents and he went away on his own. William did. He walked all the way over there. Never to be seen again. His parents were very upset. And they cried and cried and cried and cried. Cried all day and all night long. They were so upset about the hair. But then they were happy because William was gone. They were in their happy place. Sort of a tan color. Green. I'm colorblind. It looks green. Brown to me, I'm not sure. Let me have some more. Tonight's sponsor, Pizzerano. Amaretto of fine fashion from Italia. Splendid. William grew up one day at a time. He was a happy fellow. An ordinary fellow. A fellow with such pervasiveness, you've never seen such pervasiveness. Although he grew with a misshapen head. And really fucked up eyes. He was happy. Goodbye to you, Bruno. It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance this evening. William had something of a problem. Yes? His hair. His curly hair. It was there, on his head. And it made him feel so scared. He was happy, but he was scared. He was scared because, well, as you know, anyone with a hair that long on top of their head would receive much, extremely much, problems from their peers. There was Jarvis. Jarvis, the big-headed oaf with a curved spine, would point with his very long arm and say, "Ha ha 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 ha." And this made William very sad. Very sad. The next thing William knew, he was floating. Jarvis, the big-headed, curvy-spined, long-armed buffoon, was gone. The peaceful, blissful color in the background was gone. Everything was gone. He was floating again, like he was when he was a baby. When he awoke in a very strange land. He awoke in a land of blackness and whiteness. The whiteness was the land that you stand upon, and the darkness was the air that you breathe. The land was filled with holes. You had to be careful not to fall down in them, or you might hurt yourself. William was careful not to step on any holes as he opened his eyes and curved his spine slightly and exclaimed with his arms above his head, "I'm here! Who else is here? I'm in a strange land. I'm a little bit surprised and a little bit happy." Suddenly, out of nowhere, came something that you've never seen before. It was an upside-down lip. If you look closely, it's an upside-down set of lips. These lips looked at William, and they said to him, "William! William!" Exclamation mark. "Your name is now Bill." "Your name is now Bill." That's how he talked. That was his voice. "Your name is now Bill. You are now Bill." This brought much comfort and happiness to Bill. He smiled a toothy grin, and for a moment he forgot about his hair on top of his head. Bill closed his eyes and was floating once more. When Bill awoke, he felt very strange. You see, Bill was now 98 years old. Bill realized something. That no matter how long your one curly hair is on top of your head, no matter how many fat Jarvises point and laugh at you with a long arm and the curved spines, you can never get rid of your hair by drifting through life. And if your name is William, surely you will meet a pair of lips, and they will call you Bill. Bill then took what was left of his courage and his sad realization that there was nothing left of his life, as he was old. 98 years old, in fact. And then, and only then, did he jump off the cliff and die. Bill will be forever remembered. The moral of the story, everybody, is if you have one long curly hair, don't try to float through life. Be happy with your name, be happy with your hair. And don't pee into the wind, because you will be covered in your own urine, and that doesn't feel good. It's smelly and, quite frankly, sticky. It's hard to get off. You will be covered in your own piss, that's what I'm saying. Now it's time for a break and a message from our sponsors. Di Serrano, Amaretto. Pour yourself a tall glass as I am doing now. Please, cheers. Cheers. Cheers to you on this cold and wintry October evening. You've just watched a video from the very supreme broadcast of honor. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Hopefully you didn't laugh so much that your face exploded into little bits. That sounds kinda gross, but I hope that you'll click the subscribe button, because the very supreme broadcast of honor loves when you do that. Subscribe now!